like it or not. You don't have an option. It's like saying I don't like to read or write because I don't like English language or French or whatever. It's been proven that AI is the word of the year. But the bad news is all the media tells you is the bad stuff. When the World Wide Web started, there was a lot of hoo-ha about, the internet is going to end the world, it's going to do this and do that. Every technology will bring bad things and good things. We just listen to blockchain. I can write an essay about blockchain, how it can kill you. I can write an essay about the internet, how it can kill you. But what I have here is about how we can be smart. Can you raise up your hand if you use WhatsApp? Okay. Facebook. Anyone watch Netflix? So, you've been using AI, but you didn't know it. Anyone have sent an email today or received an email? Yeah? You've been using AI, and you like it. That's why you use email. The fact is, AI is here to stay, whether you like it or not. And I gave a talk some time ago. I said, the biggest companies in the world are able to be big today because of AI. The part of ethics is another thing, but they've used AI to be able to scale because you cannot have a global business today without the use of technology. And intrinsically, within that technology is AI. So I have a slide I'm going to share with all of you, but because of time, I cannot go through it, but I'm going to show you some of it. My name is Dr. Adeoye, and I run something called 235 Services, which is a technology consultancy. My background is I've been in technology, working in product management and product innovation in the last 25, going to 26 years. And in the last 9 years, 90% of what I've done has been in automation, data, and AI. So a few years ago, I just focused on AI, and I have something in front of me which I want to show you how AI works because I'm going to talk about it, but I also want you to see it. So I do videos for social media, and my kids used to kind of sneer at me that, Daddy, you need to look at the picture. You need to raise your head up, this and that. And then I heard about this little wonderful thing called Pivo. The AI tracks my face. It's recording me, so anywhere I speak, I take it. I get the videos, but I have my own outdoor video recording. It's not expensive, but I just wanted to show you AI in a very nimble way. So basically what I want to show you is AI, the evolution of AI. It all started in Milton Keynes. And the Bletchley Declaration a few days ago is also something we should be proud of. It all started with John McCarthy, and then the person who really entrenched it is a guy called Alan Turing. The Bletchley Park, where code breakers did a lot of wonderful things during the Second World War, is a place we should be proud of. There has been evolution of AI from the 1950s to date, and where we are now, the big thing, which, whether we like it or not, is changing the world we live in, is generative AI. Before, there was just mathematical stuff where you have to use algorithms and all that. Yes, generative AI is also about mathematics and probabilities and algorithms and all that, yes. But the difference now is that it all started about expert systems and equipment and robotics and sending communication, military style and all that. And then we're at a place now where I can tell copy AI or Jasper or BARD or Bing or any of these ChatGPT equivalent and say, I'm going to make a speech somewhere in Japan. Can you write me a speech with a lot of memes and things about Japanese culture and make it really Japanese friendly, in terms of culture? I will have a presentation with pictures and all that. Now, AI is evolved so much from when it was just academic and military to where now you had a company that's just done three things. What you say, what you like, what you share becomes a multi-billion company. That's Facebook, Meta. In the heart of Facebook business model is AI. Yeah? AI has been around for over 60 years. It's not new. What is new in AI is generative AI. And what is generative AI? Before, it was just about data mining, machine learning, and all that. Now we have creative. So AI has become creative. That's why a lot of people started getting quite fearful about AI. Now, before AI, there are technologies that baddies have used. If you've seen Enemy of the State, there's a lot of AI in it. I don't know if you've seen it, Will Smith. So most people say, oh, I don't like to have Facebook. I don't need, and I just say, well, do you have a bank account? Do you use a phone? Everybody knows where you are. Forget about it. When I was a child, Gaddafi had a picture of himself sent to him by CIA in his bathroom, somewhere in Libya. It was 1986, 87, that sort of time. If you think about satellites and all that, there's a lot of AI technology. But also, if you think about switching of payment, so you send money from here to somewhere in Africa, somewhere in the world, there's a lot of algorithms and things like that. Payment solutions and all that has elements of AI embedded in it one way or the other. You may not like it, but it affects our lives. Siri, Alexa, how does Netflix know what you've just watched? AI. So currently we have so many what is called large language models. And these are things like BARD from BARD from Google. You have ChatGPT, which is a chatbot from OpenAI, which started as a not-for-profit, but it's changed to a for-profit company. And basically what you do is a two-way interaction. You send a message and say, can you write me a poem for my wife, or my girlfriend, or for my daughter? The one that I'm doing now is I'm writing a book for my 6-year-old for Christmas. So I put her as the main superhero in the book. So she like reading stories, so she'll be really thrilled. I haven't told anybody, you heard it first. But the interesting thing is that if I was to write it, I might be stuck. So there's something. So if you don't remember anything today, please write this down. Prompt engineering, yeah? Prompt engineering is the difference between using AI tools like Google and actually getting the right result out of it. So you need to, if you understand IT projects or any project, you need to give requirement. If you bring a builder into your house and you tell a builder, I like my kitchen to be beautiful. Your kitchen will be beautiful. It might be 2 years later. I have a friend who just wanted to remove his kitchen top, fix some things underneath it. They didn't have any agreement. The guy said, 3-4 days will be done. 6 weeks. Yeah? They will come, yeah, you're gonna have fag break, coffee, and they go away because they didn't have any clear requirements. So prompt engineering is that requirement or those list of requirements you give to a tool like Bing or ChatGPT or whatever. So if you say, I want to create a proposal to generate, to get a grant, it's gonna give you a proposal. But if you say, write a proposal for a building business I'm starting, focus on building apartment in Maputo, yeah, and it's going to be sustainable, and I want the building. So you have a list of what you are doing. What you get is going to blow your mind. That is the genius of AI, generative AI, because it goes beyond human intelligence. But I also say this, AI is useless without data. There's a lot of cry and shout about AI, but we should be talking more about data scientists and machine learning engineers, because all the bias and the bad things that will happen, that AI will manifest and make happen, cannot happen without data scientists or machine learning engineers. Because garbage in, garbage out, if you don't put proper data, you cannot get anything. So we need to also understand this. If you also don't take anything, please note this. The AI is nothing without data. Basically, you feed data in, and AI is the hood, it's the wheel that makes the manifestation of whatever data you've put into it. So there's a hype cycle about what's going to happen with AI. And there's an organization called Gartner, and Gartner said that within where we are and the very future, there's going to be a lot of evolution in the cycle of AI. So we're going to come to a time where there's going to be a lot of simulations. There's going to be things where AI is cognitive enough to be able to do things. And there's a fear that AGI stage where AI gets so autonomous that it's going to take over the world like Terminator and all that. The good news is there was a summit that just ended that's looking at guardrails or preventions to ensure that, whatever happens, the potential bad actors are called to book or at least monitored. The World Wide Web technology, the internet and all that, or social media is bad enough. So whether we have AI or not, there are always ways that bad actors will always use technology. I want us to think from an entrepreneurial perspective. We're entrepreneurs in this room, right? Yeah, or aspiring to be. Don't think about the hype. So I was coming here and I was listening to BBC. I changed it to a CD I have, and I was listening to it because you find out when you listen to BBC News, it's all about bad news, right? Have you ever had good news on BBC? Maybe about animals being rescued, which is good, but for me, I need proper good news. Yeah? Business idea for you, create a business news station that an AI person reads the news and it's good news. Yeah? That's a free consultancy there. Capabilities and limitations of AI. I'm going to just whiz through it. AI has a lot of things it can do and a lot of things it can't do. AI can process languages naturally, and by the way, I'm going to share this. Tendai has it, so you're going to have it. It can create images, it can recognize images. By the way, the top 5 image recognition companies in the world are Chinese. And at the summit, which I was privileged to attend, there was the conversation that you need to bring everybody to the table. So you had China and the US discussing AI, which was interesting because typically there's a trade war going on. But the fact is that, when it comes to pattern recognition, China is millions and millions of gazillion years ahead of every other country. But the thing is, AI can do that, effectively. AI can analyze data and do predictions. You want to do your tax return, so you want to do the big bookkeeping so that your accountant can send it to HMRC. AI will do that fantastically. So good news for you if you're a bookkeeper, don't be scared of AI. Master AI so you can use AI for your clients. Because you're probably thinking, oh, my cousin is a bookkeeper. Well, my wife is an accountant by training, but, my son to her has been, get on AI training, and she started learning about it. Because the fact is, at a point, I think that a lot of accounting stuff, apart from maybe auditing where, you need to see the finer things, will be taken over, which a lot of them is already been taken over. But if you learn how to use those tools, you're ahead of the curve. And let me use the example of the World Wide Web. Before we had the internet, there was no search. If I wanted to search when I was a child, I go to the library. I spent time searching the books, right? And we probably all did that. But then we had Alta Vista, Yahoo, and Ask Jeeves and all that. We started searching. Then the role of search engine optimization came up. So you had search engine manager, right? So as AI is evolving more or being democratized, there's going to be tools coming up. So you now have chief AI officers. It used to be chief data officer or data manager. Data governance is a big thing now. So if you ever think about what you can do around AI, data governance is a big field. And every organization now is thinking about data governance. AI cannot be emotional or empathetic. It can be trained to give you some emotional responses, but naturally, machines cannot be emotional or empathetic to you. Machine cannot understand contexts. So unless you train an AI tool like ChatGPT, if you ask questions about the Bible, it will give you a very standard question. But if you ask a human being about the Bible according to the Jesuit brothers, then the person knows that, yeah, this is a Jesuit convention or Jesuit event, or according to Jehovah's Witnesses, then the human knows, but AI will give you a standard response. These are facts. AI, cannot generalize across domains. So if you create an AI tool, it will work for that function. So if you create an AI tool for finance, you cannot use it for art. If you create an AI tool to forecast, you cannot use it for weather. So AI doesn't have that intelligence. I know the clever ones will be thinking very soon it will do that. But I can give you the good news. AI will always need to be trained and fine-tuned because AI depends on data. And data, whether original data, synthetic, structured, unstructured, is from somewhere. Somebody has to feed it into it. It's the fact. Yeah, AI does not have common sense. So what is common sense? So if I put in there and just ask question, obviously about biases, there are some biases that exist because um, it's about training. Those who train the AI tools have their own bias. Yeah, I grew up in a Christian home, so no matter what, I'm tolerant and all that, but subconsciously there will be some biblical things that will always be at the back of my mind. Whether I go and hang out with the hippies or or the rappers or whoever, I go to an Islamic conference, I still have that bias. I might not voice it out, but in my mind, as someone is talking, and we all know this, you're thinking that thing. And the thing is that AI has been programmed and the data has been fed according to a lot of these biases. So tools for entrepreneurs, there are a few tools, and AI can be used in many ways, and I've picked a few tools. Market research and consumer insights, business planning and strategy, financial management, sales and customer relationship management, marketing and advertising, customer service, product innovation and development. There's no business if you don't sell anything. If you don't have any sales, it's a hobby, it's a dream. Even your dream have to be actualized, right? You still need to do something. So when Pharaoh had a dream, Joseph still has to help him to actualize it. So the thing is, with sales and marketing, the good news is there are loads and loads of tools that AI can help you with. And I use myself as a case study. So one of the things I've been doing is developing some relationships in North America, Africa, and the Middle East. And to be able to grow that, I had to research what business model would work for my business. So I'm a dad of 3 young girls, most of the time based in Milton Keynes. So I'm not going to fly to New York to see someone face to face. I'm not going to go to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi in the UAE. AI has helped me to be able to segment certain contacts that I can use. And I've been able to understand the business model that is ideal. I didn't have to go to any accountant. Yes, I have an accountant, but when I see him, I'm paying. So I know, because I make sure I don't use a Mickey Mouse, because as they say, I can say this, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So I don't need to be politically correct. If you get it, you get it. Anyhow, basically, the fact is that if you use some of these tools, you're able to jump hurdles. So I'll mention some of these tools at the end. So I'll go also to product development. I have a background in product innovation, and a lot of us have ideas. And the difference between the mega company and the wannabe hustlers and entrepreneurs is not having a process to bring products to market. There are AI tools you can use that help you to be able to take product to market, to give you from idea to marketplace to scaling and understanding at different phases of your business. There are different things you have to do, because if you just think that you have an idea, you just go out there and everybody say you are the best, you're really kidding yourself. And I've been there many times. I understand this. I know this. And we've probably, had a lot of these ideas. So AI tools. So you can use, chatbots, large language models like ChatGPT for things like this. So asking questions about, give me a product innovation tool to create an end-to-end product development from idea to marketplace. Tell me what stages I have to go. Tell me the key things I have to do. Give me examples and case studies. There's something called hallucination in AI, yeah, which to the uninitiated, if you don't understand, it will give you some fake feedbacks. So when GPT or BAD or Falcon 180B, any of these tools give you anything, try to click on the links. In November 2022, I got on ChatGPT and I asked it to kind of give me summary of certain things. I clicked on it and it was just an empty website. So these things happen. The other thing to understand, because ChatGPT is the most popular one of all these tools, is that ChatGPT goes to 2021. But the good news is recently there are things that's been developed called plugins where you can actually do other things on the internet, because ChatGPT is not connected to the internet, just if you didn't know that. So this is not a picture. This is generated by Midjourney, one of the tools. And what I told it is, give me a picture of year 2 students in a posh school in Nigeria. And this is what I got. And I called my daughter, who is year 2. I said, do you know any of them? And she said, no. So I deleted it and I gave the prompt again. I said, do you want to know how I got this picture? I said, wow, this is so cool. I said, that's why I'm going to teach you about AI, because you have to know it. It's like AI now is like Microsoft Office. Don't have to like it, but you need to understand it, because it's already touching your life and it will touch your life more. You don't need to like it, you just need to understand it. Yeah, so I stopped on this because if you look at this, you think, oh, who are those kids? Nah, this was just generated by one of the AI tools I'm going to talk about. It can do a lot of things for you. Yes, so this is where I want to spend a bit of time, and my last 5 minutes. So I've put tools that I personally use, and I think that is important for you to understand the context of why I have this. Beethoven is not the composer, but it's Beethoven. So I'm a classically trained musician, so I've played a lot of Beethoven in my time. But this Beethoven, it's a bit of a punny one because it's for music, for videos. So you can put text and say, well, I need a sort of Afrobeat background music for a TikTok video I want to do. And it gives you a very cool composition that nobody can come after you for, because you own the right. The other interesting thing is when you generate art with AI, no matter how much prompt you put, you don't own it. A guy in the US won a competition and he wanted to file an IP for it. And he said, sorry, you don't own it. And he said, oh, I did 64,000 prompts for it. He said, yeah, that's good news, but you don't own it because it was generated by a computer program. So something just to kind of remember. ChatGPT, I don't need to tell you about it. I put copy AI because ChatGPT is pegged to 2021. Copy.ai, even though you think it's for copy, it's not just for copy, it's for different things. It's updated, it's connected to the internet. So I would suggest, if you're thinking of ChatGPT, is also a cool one because to me, it's a better alternative because you can go beyond 2021 and it has a lot of functionalities. Grammarly is a tool that you've probably seen if you use social media. It helps you to write well and it tells you how to underline. I wrote a book called 18 Habits of Highly Effective Global Brands. And basically, when I was doing the editing, I got stuck because I wanted to send it to an editor, but I wanted to know that I've done my bit. And Grammarly was a lifesaver. And I just put the prompt and it just ran through it and I just said accept all. So then the editor, I told him the context. I said, I need it to be English, British English, and I need you to check out for biases that I might have subconsciously put into my book. So he did it, and Grammarly was very good. Midjourney was what generated the picture of those kids. So it's a tool, and it's cool. You have an annual license. All these are paid for, but you have to pay in business if you want to get proper results. Snuff. So if you want to do prospecting, so I've seen utility warehouse, someone selling, there's experts and people selling different things. Snuff is wonderful. So if you're looking for contacts, Snuff is a tool, is an AI tool that has data from different sources. Now, I have other ones, but I'm putting this publicly because this ticks the GDPR boxes because we're in the UK. There are others that have been made from other parts of the world that gives you data that you might get into trouble with because you can't really prove where you got it from. Synthesia is wonderful. So if you want to do videos and all that, it's beautiful. You can even clone yourself, your face and your voice. So if you are busy, you want to do vlogs, you can't go to different places. For about $1,000 lifetime, you have it done, and you can just put the context and the scene, and you will be doing vlogs, even though you are busy at work. So this is a very cool one, I tell you. Yeah. Tiny.jpg. So if you write things on your website, content management system, this will reduce pictures and file size so that your website is not clogged up. Tone, so if you want to do PowerPoint presentation, you want it to be cool, contextual, and bring pictures, and you just put the prompt. Tome app, T-O-M-E, will create a presentation for you, PowerPoint, and it's all very cool. TubeBuddy will give you insight about if you do YouTube stuff, it will give you metrics and things like that, and I strongly recommend it. And Vid, when you've done a video, you want to edit it and all that, Vid is very cool. Inserting stuff and all that, it's a very cool tool. Yeah, so that's the conclusion, and that's my team. Some of the companies we've served, and this is what we do. That's my contact. So yeah, so basically what I do now is I run an associate model. We focus mainly on AI and quantum computing, and we use education as a door opener. So I bring management teams to Milton Keynes from different parts of the world, and while we're there, we do AI readiness assessment and basically try to sort of get them to use our consultancy or managed services service. And it's mainly, so I will encourage you, because I used to be an IT contractor, and basically the IR35 things just really ripped off the whole market, and I just say, you know what, I have the experience, let me go for it. The good news is I don't need any advert. Unless you don't watch the TV, AI is advertised for me every day, so my life is easy. So the good news for you is, as an entrepreneur, AI is something that you need to get into. You don't need to like it. AI, you need to get into the program. You need to use these tools. And if you need my details, they're here. And that's the end of my thing. Thank you.